Let's go. Well, that was the score yesterday.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, do you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Yeah, I will be with the other PC, so they hear you everything. So now I'm fine. I'm also getting inside into the Italian Portuguese in Mediterranean.
Indeed. Yeah, it's Mediterranean. We had the same matchup in Islands where DauT went for Portuguese and the Admiral went for Italians. And yeah, probably in this map you would rather favor Italians more because they're early uptime. They can go for the fast fuelage and grush way faster. But if they get equal numbers out, Portuguese naturally have more HP on their ships. So both options are still very good, and they both have arbalest, they have bomber cannon, bomber towers, whatnot. So very similar civilizations in many ways.
Yeah, here the decisions might matter more than the civilization, right? Because in the island maps, Portuguese it can be in the long run can be a disaster. I was afraid of being cast in a Portuguese war in islands. That will be, oh well, but well, this is better in this map.
Yeah, I do understand that, but I would say don't celebrate too soon because this map is it's also a map that can be dragged out, and I wouldn't rule out that we see some Victoria in this map as well as the game goes on. But yeah, it's also these two players are so good that it's very likely that we will have victor before that point.
What is the difference in this map and Baltic? Water is bigger here.
Water is bigger on Baltic. So it's smaller water on Mediterranean. So but I mean, in this map, it feels like there's not that much land anyway. But even Baltic are supposed to have less land. So yeah, there's more water than I thought it would be.
Okay. Well, for now, everything the same. I'm pretty similar, and 5 villages on wood, and then everything on full till go up. But how important is for you the water in this kind of maps?
It is really important. I mean, it's free extra economy, free in quotes, obviously. But we see the uptimes now. There's a 20-second advantage for DauT, which is due to the Italian bonus here. So looks like they both are going for water and both are going to try to compete for the fish. So that shows as well, since you asked how important it is. Both of these players think it's very important.
I really want to see at least, now that they don't listen to us, Viper, I want to see at least the arena, come on. Jordan need to come back, come on.
Yeah, I may have put that a little bit too far back.
Don't be rigged, man. Don't bring me to cocast and then 2 games and okay, see you later, Viper.
Dude, no, man, like after the first day, like I told you I will come back to tell you after the first day when to cast together. And it was 4-3. I was like, okay, well then tomorrow should be close as well, and then we have a lot of games on Friday as well. And then DauT goes in like 6-1 yesterday, and suddenly it's like, we could have 2 games today and we're over. So my plan was that Friday would be longer no matter what, but yeah.
I started casting and I was, I'm going to go cast with Viper Friday. I was finishing the stream yesterday, okay, Viper, go to the hell, man, what is that? Because now, if they play like yesterday, but seriously, I think Jordan, I don't know, in some of non-standard maps, seems like he's not being sure about what to do. It was the feeling I got yesterday.
I agree to a certain extent, but Mediterranean is a map that is a fairly straightforward map. I don't think Jordan is going to be like suffering with decision making here, because there is like you play water, you transition to land, and you fight on land, and that's kind of what this game and map will be. So in this scenario, we shouldn't see like a Jordan being like wondering, hey, what should I do now, right? This should be fairly straightforward.
Yeah, well, Jordan has been always very nice on water. I remember that. Okay, they're taking a battle now to see who is going to win this scout. Let's see the micro there.
Solid micro from both, but actually DauT micro is slightly better there. He has more HP than Jordan here.
Yeah, but he was going away. Did you notice? He's 8 HP more. Well, the hill.
Yeah, because Jordan had the top of the hill there. But yeah, I mean, how often do you say that? DauT was the one who microed the best. It's like, okay. Yeah, we have fight in the middle as well here. There's 2 dogs for DauT only. Jordan adding a 3rd, so Jordan seems like he's going to commit more heavy on the water than DauT, but 2-2 so far.
Still chasing the scout. Didn't get it. I was about to say that in water, I think he also was, I wouldn't say better, but yeah, for sure at the same level. So let's see. But he lost the scout almost, Jordan, now.
Yeah, it's very important that he keeps it alive because he wants to be able to look for barracks and potential land units. But now, Jordan taking a bad fight on water. I mean, we know that DauT has always... What? DauT is sending fishing ship to attack, man. What is this?
That's good, man. It's tricky, is to distract a little bit.
Great strategy. But yeah, I was saying that DauT isn't known to like water, right? But Jordan kind of likes water maps, so this is a map that you might favor Jordan, but so far it looks good for DauT.
Yeah. Yeah, but now it's not that good anymore. Look at that, he's bringing a demo. See, let's see if he's gonna make a badaboom there. Need to split those units. He's doing fine, I think. No, he didn't. He lost
Pretty
2.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty good demo shot there. Jordan making his own demo now, trying to return the favor. But yeah, opening definitely looking way better for DauT at the moment.
I mean, way better, and with 2 dogs. That's the worst part here for Jordan.
Yeah. DauT also
Oh boy.
even doing horse colors. So he's really focusing on land economy at the same time. Usually we don't see horse color being done on maps like this because you want to get to cast stage as fast as possible as well. But yeah, DauT is planning ahead, and he's looking really good so far.
Wow, 3 farmers also already. If we check the numbers, we see 7 galleys. Well, 5 galleys, 1 demo. 5 galleys, more or less the same, but they still, when you have the same galleys and you have 1 dog more, oh my god, that demo! He took from 3, but he's not focused, Jordan. What's going on?
It might just be first game of the day tendencies, you know.
Oh my god, that guy!
Big shot. Yeah, this is not. I'm not sure. That Jordan seems a little bit sloppy here on his part. Obviously, he knows that he kind of needs to win a couple of games in a row now to make this an equal series. But yeah, so far DauT looking really sharp, man.
Looking sharp. Oh, and another one, but he's not splitting any unit. What's going on? And again, look, he's not even reacting. Viper, what's going on?
If we didn't see the colors, I'm pretty sure everyone would think the blue color micro is Jordan here, but yeah, that's been stopped. I mean, he might still win water simply because he has 3 to 2 docks, but if we compare the food income, well, actually, Jordan's food eco is also looking pretty good, so...
Yeah?
I think one thing worth noticing is that DauT only made 3 fishing ships to start with. Jordan went for 4, so he's always had 4 fishing ships working, and DauT even lost 1 fishing ship. So even though it hasn't been great trades on land so far, on water so far for Jordan, he's still in a pretty okay spot. He even has more food than DauT.
How important are those small details? Because you sometimes see that, oh, it's looking good for one player, then check the resources. No, the other is going to go up. And look at that. That small difference is giving Jordan even more food than DauT at the moment. And Jordan is starting to wall. Maybe he's afraid. Did he lose a scout? I missed it if he lost a scout at the end.
It's on the bottom of his wall.
Okay,
DauT scout is down to 2 HP himself, so Jordan actually has a scout advantage in theory now. But yeah, I mean, those details are very important because, I mean, I don't know the exact math here, but 1 fishing ship working non-stop for a couple of minutes extra, that's 15 food every now and then. So that easily adds up to 100, 200 food, right? And now it's even 2 fishing ship to 4, so even better.
Yeah, but you know what bothers me a lot with these water maps? You see a fight for the 20 minutes, fighting with galleys for so long, and then at the end you don't add more and more fish, and then you see that the guy who lost the water keep winning the game. So I don't understand those water maps some of the times, man. Seriously.
Jordan's selling 100 stone here, so he really wants to push that up. He knows he's up against Italians, and it's easy to think that Italians should be up faster because of the discount. But yeah, Jordan is the one who's up faster. So even though he had a bit of a rocky start, we have to say he has recovered, and it's not looking too bad now.
Nice.
And
now what?
I wonder what. Yeah,
keep on water.
I mean, you mentioned the whole part about adding fishing ships. I think we saw one game earlier the other day as well, where I think one of the players won water, but he didn't really add fish. Don't remember what game it was. Maybe I'm mixing it up with something else. But yeah, it's weird to commit so heavy on water in some cases. Oh no, I'm actually thinking back to 2 pools even. If you remember MBL against Nikov, no, MBL Nikov against Harold Leary, was it? Where they won water and then just didn't add fish on the Coast to Mountains game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where you invest so much into fighting for water and then you don't use the advantage you get. So you're definitely right there.
But the thing here, if you, for example, look how open it is. Now it will be time. I don't know if he's doing to explore his opponent, and now he's going with the scout in the north, so he can see that he's completely open. I mean, you send, I don't know, 2 archers or a couple of knights, and you make a disaster on DauT economy.
Yeah, Both of them went for market blacksmith though, even though Jordan did add a barracks just to be safe. But Jordan is going to be happy to scout now, and if he goes all the way around the circle, he will see blacksmith market from DauT as well. So he's probably going to feel very good about his situation here, as they're having some shenanigans in water still before they're hitting Castle Age.
Okay,
now
well,
we see
there is some big battles. Yeah. Oh, but wait, it's two demos to kill. Wasn't that worthy? But there's another demo coming. It's gonna make a Badaboon. Well, it seems to be very close with Mr. Viper.
Yeah, I find it really weird though that both of them are on the way to Castle Age, and now they decide to fight, right? Before any upgrades come in is when they decide to fight. But yeah, the Portuguese HP bonus here that Jordan has, I think is going to be the one that is going to win in the end. And again, he does have 3 docks to 2, so I would say it's looking very good for Jordan there.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not even bigger the advantage. Now he's adding the TC. He can see the tone center. So now that you see that your opponent is doing a tone center, what do? Do you try to make the same, mirror strategy, make a TC at home, or it's time to go forward? Because if you go now forward, for example, Siege and Monks, let's say with Portuguese, it would be also a good choice because it's cheaper in terms of gold and you can deny it a lot. And with the Monks, if he's coming with potential knights, you will be covered and you can make a big damage. But it seems that Jordan is adding another TC as well.
Yeah, Jordan going for a slight eco approach. I don't disagree with you. I think like going forward, maybe making a stable in the monastery forward to apply some pressure would be a good thing. But I think Jordan also recognizes that long-term Portuguese might be better because you do have Feitoria if it drags on for a couple hours. So Jordan might be thinking about the long game here, and yeah, I mean he has the fish as well, right? So he could even stay 2 TC here and just maximize that fish. He's already starting adding in more fishing ships, so yeah, he's definitely thinking about that.
How effective is the fishing ship? Because I believe that the long run, the land economy, when you make the farms, is more effective. But the extra population that the fish is giving you, even if the path is a long path to drop the food, it should be great, no?
Yeah, the main thing is that it's like he has 3 docks here. He can make fishing ships from 3 docks, which is pretty much like imagine 3 extra TCs building economy, right? So it's like that small boost right off the bat for Jordan. DauT got a nice demo there, killing 2 fishing ship and doing damage to the fire. Looks like DauT has not stopped making water units, but I think he just finished now. So Jordan should have water safely.
Well, Jordan is also adding a 3rd TC, so in long run, obviously, it will be with the same amount of tone centers. I gotta tell you something now that nobody listens. I'm cheating a little bit for Jordan, at least for the arena game, you know? So we go for Jordan a little. I mean, just imagine now 4 games in a row and then best of 3. 9-9, best of 3 is the idea, man. I want that, honestly.
I think everyone is cheering for Jordan except DauT pretty much at this point. I think Jordan was, actually yesterday, he was a little bit annoyed by the whole betting, like making fun and like €800 for DauT if he wins 7-0. I think he was a little bit affected by that.
Do you think that's a fact? I mean, all this trolling, the trash talk, at the end, it affects you when you are playing, right? Because he knows that a lot of people is watching.
Yeah, but still, it's like Jordan wants to just be like best of 21. We are playing here man to man, and then it's made fun of with a best of 7, like a 7-0 bet and side bets and things, and they can affect your mindset a little bit. But yeah, Jordan definitely coming in looking sharp. The opening, as we saw, the micro wasn't on point, but he has definitely
more docks. More docks, Viper for Jordan.
Maximize the efficiency of that fish income, right?
Okay. I wanted to ask you, do you think that his great performance in Hidden Cap also can be now negative? Like, he feel more pressure because, like, okay, I saw that in Hidden Cap, I was in the grand final. He also has the nickname Admiral still in there. Does can affect his performance?
I don't think so. I think Jordan is a guy that thrives under pressure as well. So if anything, he likes that he did it that well and that people expect more of him, because he's gonna feel like he wants to and he feel like he deserves to do better because of that. Not going for a 4th TC, by the way, as Jordan is trying to stonewall the bottom side. But yeah, I think Jordan doesn't get affected by that, but obviously people will expect more. And I mean, Jordan had a long break after Hidden Cup. Well, long. He took like almost 2 weeks off and didn't play H at all. So he wanted some time off to refresh a little bit because he trained a lot for Hidden Cup.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, so 2 weeks in Age of Empires is I always say that this is like the gym. Like, you can lose the good shape, you know, or the sharp, how sharp you are playing. You can lose in 2 weeks, definitely, and need to catch up to be in the same form.
Dude, I'll play a game on Friday, and then I play again on Sunday, and I'll be like, feels like I haven't played for a month. you know, first few games.
Okay.
That's kind of how it happens. But yeah, I mean, it can be. It's easier for some people than others. But Jordan is a guy that, like, other people will be like, okay, I won't play Age of Empires for a couple days, but I'm doing other things on the computer, like playing other games and whatnot. But Jordan, he doesn't touch the computer outside of Age of Empires. So for him, it's
oh
like,
my god. Did you see DauT migrating with the scout to protect the conversion? I mean, this is not DauT. I mean, it's fake, man. This is fake. Anyway, 1 village on goal. I mean, the farming from Jordan is amazing. It's total farms and fishing ship 45, which is a lot. But man, 1 village on goal. If you want to go up to Imperial, you need something else. Now he just listened to me and at 8. But look at DauT. He's just gonna buy a little bit of resources and we'll go up to Imperial.
Yeah, indeed. That's a bit of a mismanagement from Jordan's end, but I still think he shouldn't be that far off. The question is just what will DauT actually do here? He's sending a 4 villagers on the top side now to make an outpost, so he probably will look to maybe drop a castle on the hill on the top side and try to put some pressure from there. It is a really nice hill though. If he like controls that top side of the map where he has those 2 hills, it's going to be hard for Jordan to ever recover there. But then again, Jordan has his own defensive hill that he can use on his side. I think we're just going to enter Imperial Age and we're going to have a lot of arbalests, bomber cannons, and possibly still some water fights as well. But yeah, what's the relic situation here? DauT has got 2 already. He's got the 3rd on the way. I'm not sure where the 4th is. Maybe there's only 4.
No, I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah. Trying to find, but I don't see it. Well, I usually prefer this kind of situation. If you see Jordan with the score lead, I'm not sure, really. He has 4 town centers, and the timing, we have seen how important is the timing here. He's doing a castle close to the shoreline. Now he's probably gonna add docks. That's why he's doing the castle there. And then he will get back the water. And he have 1 minute, 20 seconds advantage to make all the upgrades, Viper.
Yeah, but the question here is now, okay, so DauT will spend the next couple of minutes trying to get back water. Jordan might spend the next couple of minutes preparing for land units, right? Suddenly, DauT will have water again, but Jordan will have the land. So it's like a trade-off there. But DauT did add an archery range on the bottom side of the map. I think Jordan even saw that, so he knows that it's there. Yeah, he knows it's there. Jordan himself dropping a stable at his base, making 1 light cavalry scout cavalry just to scout. That's a very nice move. But yeah, I don't really see any of them properly preparing for land yet. It's mostly still kind of undecided. Oh, Jordan
got the relic.
Wait, yeah,
the relic was there, where those 2 monks are right now dying for DauT on the left. He seemed that he got with the galleys. I think DauT was bringing back home, and then he lost it there. And now he's taking, but there's a Cav Archer. Cav Archer, man, DauT do Cav Archers with any Sith. He's gonna make with Aztecs the next time.
True. Well, deleted. Jordan will still get the relics. Jordan will actually have 3 relics to 2 here, and keep in mind, again, Jordan can make Feitoria as the game goes on. So, looks like both of them are just focusing on water, right? Jordan doing his own castle on the shoreline. He's adding more docks. Are we just going to see a water fight?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted to cocast with you Islands, since I couldn't, because everyone knows that Islands is my favorite map. Now we're going to have a lot of big battle on water. I'm so happy, Viper. Thank you for bringing me, man.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, but well, I insist. Is that important? Because if you think now some buildings where he was doing the outpost on the left, and he, even if it's not a big push, some raiding with, I don't know, light caps or even cavaliers, he got 50 farmers, Jordan.
Wait, what's happening here? By the way, look at Jordan's monk. He walled off so the monk couldn't enter. Now the monk is going back again. Okay, he turned it back again.
Yeah, he's back. He's coming.
He was going the other way around again.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, now he's doing some condottieri in the north. Now the castle is up, so he's not gonna kill. But those fast fire ships are trying to get back the water fast, DauT. But Jordan should be fine with that castle, I believe. And mass a lot.
Yeah, Jordan going for some demos. He's going for galleon, even heavy demo ships. So fire ships is not going to be the answer for DauT long term here. But if we look at DauT's stock count, he only made 6 stocks. So this is not a big commitment on water for DauT. It's just like some fire ships, it seems like, to try and retake map control. But he doesn't really have anything going on land either. So I think this is looking really, really good for Jordan here.
Yeah, he also upgraded heavy demos. So with the galleons, with Portuguese galleons, heavy demos, he's gonna dominate. He's doing chemistry, he's gonna have absolutely everything. Viper, I'm being quiet because it's the first game, but you know that the crazy mode will come. So go.
For that. They're trying to make a galleon as well now. He only has fletching though at the moment, so those are not going to be competitive. Jordan going for ballistics, and keep in mind Jordan can also make caravels here as the game goes on. So this right now, this is playing as if it is an Islands game.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, and in that kind of style, Portuguese is better, no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, this is a game to Jordan to lose, not for DauT to win.
Exactly.
Honestly.
He's doing Carrack now, so he's going to get extra armor. Ballistics is coming in. And yeah, Jordan just has the better composition. And even on land, it's not like Italians doesn't have anything that Portuguese don't have. So it's not like Italians are going to outclass Portuguese on land either. Yeah, I think you're right. This is Jordan's game to lose at the moment.
Yeah, because remember, guys, that the Italians got maybe hussars, but well, Portuguese got halberdiers. Well, they don't have halberdiers. Italians, they got generous crossbowmen, but they are slower, also cost gold. And I'm not sure about... Oh, look at those heavy demos in the middle now. They can do damage, but you need to micro properly. Those heavy demos are so tanky.
Yeah, indeed. Especially with Portuguese, you have the extra armor and the extra HP, so even better there.
Well, population is pretty much the same, but in the long run, we will see how important can be this advantage for those Portuguese boats. And also, we might see... Oh, I like that castle. I don't know what you think. Look at the castle in the north for Jordan, for future going, taking the hill, looking good there.
I think he needs to add some seed workshops as well, so he's ready to make bomber cannons when he needs them. Yeah, fighting in the middle right now, DauT even doing these demo ships. I don't think Italians get heavy demos, if I'm not mistaken. So he's just having pleb demo ships. Yeah, Jordan with some nice micro here with the demos on the front, running them back and forth to dodge the fire. And yeah, I mean, score is neck and neck here. This looks like we're going to have a very close and probably a very long game.
Oh, wow. Well, then even if it's 2 games, this is going to be long. So it's like 3-4 games. No problem, Viper. No problem. All good. Bombard cannons with Portuguese. We forgot also that I forget always this upgrade, but kids give ballistic to those units. Can be a good help as well. And with 6 engineer, 13 range, can be a good combination to help. Because I think DauT is doing also cannon galleons, and those are 13 range as well.
Yeah, exactly. Arquebus is the name where you get ballistics on the...
forget always.
You can get ballistics on your cannon galleons, so Jordan could make some like snipers on the water that can kill from distance, right? I'm curious that Jordan will add caravel here though. I don't see them yet, but that is definitely an option considering how stacked up the units are right now.
Well, lot of resources, except wood for Jordan. He still have a lot, but it seems that DauT is having, with maybe less docks, more units. I think so. I have that feeling.
Yeah, if you look at the wood income right now, Jordan has 67 wood, DauT had something with 40. Just a couple of minutes ago, it was 60 for DauT and 40 for Jordan. So I think Jordan just hasn't had enough on wood until now. But now I think Jordan is not going to have any issues getting the production going. But he should probably go back because he is outnumbered. So he should go back to his docks and just try to build up those numbers and get maybe population capped.
Big time. And then if you check the minimap now, you can see in the south how he's going with a lot of villages. I think DauT in this so much don't want to have a DauT castle, like 20 villages going, then in the north also doing another. So DauT is getting a really good map control. It was looking so great, and now it's looking very, very bad for Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, he's now building his population. Look at his population now, he's up to 180. So he will, once he releases everything from the docks and takes a fight, I think he will be fine. But, I mean, if you look at DauT taking the map control on both sides with castles, I'm not sure if I like that, because in the long run, if DauT loses water, cannon galleons alone can take those sides out. But of course, he will take an extra gold on the bottom side with that castle, so it's always nice. But yeah, Jordan will have to do something and start fighting very soon.
Yeah, he's in big problems because also the castle is going to go down. You can see those cannon galleons, how they are taken down. And if he's losing that castle, how he's going to come back? Of course, he's adding a lot inside the docks. But numbers right now are still growing for DauT.
Indeed. DauT has 140 villages though. Jordan only 132, so I'm not sure if that also includes fishing ship.
I think so too. I think it's included. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means that in the end, Jordan will have a slightly larger army. And now Jordan releases, all the armies come out. Jordan is about to take a fight. See, I don't think he can save that castle either, so castle will go down. Will it? Yeah, castle will go down.
It is down.
Yeah.
It is down.
But now Jordan has more numbers.
Now has more numbers, and remember, with the +2, thanks to Portuguese army, another castle in the same spot. That's very tricky because he can get it down even before doing it. Let's see. Now, but now Portuguese power should make the difference. Look at the numbers now. Now the Portuguese power, and he's sniping all the elite cannon galleons. So that's a good job there by Jordan.
Very nice move by Jordan as well. Those cannon galleons are good at taking buildings, but when it comes to fighting other ships, they don't do a good job. I still don't see any transition on land for either player. So it seems to be still all about the water. And honestly, I think Jordan even needs to add a few more docks. He has 80 villagers on wood right now, so he can definitely add a couple more docks. And yeah, he's doing it right now, listening to the stream, of course. So, but yeah, DauT's Cannon Galleons are back. They won. I think DauT even has been focusing docks down to like halt the production, so it's going. That's quite clever, actually.
Okay, those fast fire ships you think are helping a lot, because look how he put in front, and then he has to take those first, and they're doing a good job. I've been like a shield there, like a bodyboard for the galleons.
Yeah, they are indeed. That's where Jordan needs to mix in more heavy demos here. Yeah, Trebuchet is now on the top side. Castling is Castle, Treb against Treb. That's probably going to be a 50-50 fight, but yeah, for some reason, DauT just keeps overrunning Jordan on the water, which is surprising to me as well, considering that Portuguese bonuses, and Portuguese should have a better tech tree, right? You can even mix in some fires yourself, just a tank, even though you don't get fast fires, but yeah, for some reason, DauT is just overwhelming Jordan.
It's incredible. I mean, I'm just checking 11 docks for Jordan, 8 dogs for DauT, and he's having all the time more and more. I hope that he's not gonna give up, but right now I don't see how he can come back. He take a guy in the castle, and he seems to be pretty cornered. Do you think now he should make some Victorias, maybe some bombard cannons to try to kill those galleys, because there will be a point that he's not gonna be able to take anything from water anymore.
Yeah, Jordan actually already has a Victoria, so that's what is it, 20 or 25 pop? I think it's 20, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that has been a reason why he hasn't been able to get the numbers as well. I don't think Victoria counts on the population up there either, so yeah, maybe adding a Victoria so soon was a mistake from Jordan, because that is digging into his population, and I'm a little bit worried for Jordan's wood count looking here. Like, his wood in his base is running out, so he has to fight this back, otherwise there's a big chance he will just die before Victoria even come into play.
Yeah, well, DauT is just adding more and more. 50 now in the count, 30, 35 galleys, 7 fast fire ships, cannon galleons, getting everything. The castle is going to go down, even with the hill advantage. This is looking rough, really rough, and getting closer and closer to the 10-5. Now on the left, he cleaned a little bit and he can come back. He's gonna try to add more dogs, but doesn't seem to be a note. That castle Viper, if he's going down, is gonna be probably the GG.
I think Jordan will use this moment to try and just like get like 15 docks up on the bottom side, which he is doing. So if he can do that to the point where he can start maxing out again, it is still possible, but obviously DauT will also know that Victoria are a part of this game, so DauT will also feel like he's on a timer, so he wants to kill Jordan as fast as possible. So you can count on there being no, like, DauT is going to be relentless here. He's going to go and try to kill Jordan as fast as possible.
My god, man. Well, there's a bombard cannon. Maybe he can snipe those trebuchets in the north. This is what he's trying, not gonna be possible. He's repairing with so many villages, but that's not gonna be a note. And look at the bombard cannon going down almost immediately. And now coming, but DauT is ready there. Viper, this is not DauT, man. What is this?
DauT in beast mode, man. This is the Red Bull champion we're talking about, so...
Sorry. He will tell you that, right? If he's, I want Red Bull 3.
Every day I talk to DauT, I hear that probably 7 times. So it's 4 months ago and he's still talking about it, so man. There you go. But yeah, DauT is doing a great job. We're also reacting, like whenever the bomber cannons come in on top side, DauT is reacting right away. Jordan is trying to repair it, I think. No, he didn't manage to, but yeah. Looking really good for DauT, but yeah, Jordan still, population is still looking healthy and is getting the numbers up on the bottom side, but it just feels like maybe the Victorias, he's making a second Victoria as well now. Like, it's still better to have villagers working than Victoria, but obviously it's only better with Victoria once there are no more resources. And Victoria take 20 population each, which means Jordan will have less and less army as well. It's really hard to find the balance here.
This is also where I don't understand why in the early game, when he was very close, because honestly, I think DauT feels really comfortable in this kind of situations. But if you rate him, he has more problems to multitask. So in mine on the left, just a sneaky one that you have to control everything at the same time. That might help a lot, because you get distracted, then you can try to dominate a little bit more on water. But DauT being safe at home with all his economy, fine. This is the best situation for DauT, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do understand Jordan though, because if I was Portuguese and the game would be all about water, I would feel completely fine, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Okay, well, water should be good for me. So I do understand the whole thought process of not pushing land, but yeah, look at the bottom as well. DauT with another castle on top of the docks of Jordan. Jordan doesn't have any answer for that. He needs to find a way to trap down that castle to take back some control. And now he's out of stone as well to repair the castle on the top side. Jordan is suddenly not going to have any wood income. He's out of wood on the top side, he has to escape that, and even the bottom side. DauT makes a tower where he has a cavalry archer as well. There's a big chance this game will end very, very soon.
Yeah, well, he keeps trying. He keeps trying. The bottom left corner is the only spot where he has only 4 dogs. Only 4 dogs and soon 4 dogs that cannot work properly because the castle is there and he's killing even the units when they are just going out. So this is terrible now for Jordan, and he's looking at the 10-5, man.
Yeah, DauT as well doing the upgrades now, squires and armor for infantry. So it looks like he's thinking about adding more and more Fetoria, not Fetoria, Condottiero into mix as he'll start raiding Jordan. Jordan doing another Fetoria now. That's when you know you're on the, like, look, he's sending what? He has 50 villagers trying to take the bottom line as well. And yeah, Fetoria wasn't enough. DauT simply overwhelming Jordan here. Again, I didn't notice when he dropped the first Fetoria, but if that was like right away in Imp, I think that was a big mistake because that takes away 20 population that could have been galleons.
And you don't need that early. You suppose you have the good resources now. So why do you need to add Fetoria that early? I don't think you do. Right? So
I agree with you. That makes it 10-5 for DauT, and it makes me a little bit worried that day 3 is going to be very short. But I mean, we can hope. We can hope. There's obviously still possibility for Jordan to make a comeback here, but the fact that Jordan has to win 6 games in a row against DauT, who is playing like a beast, by the way, that's a difficult task.
Man, we offer 800 euros for a 6-0, and not even like this. What is this, Viper? I mean, what can we do now? Seriously?
Yeah, well, Jordan, I mean, he put himself in a good position. He just didn't really figure out how to win, if that makes sense.
But how to explain that to the viewers? Because he had the civilization, he was doing a good boom as well. DauT just multitask better, like he was producing faster than Jordan, because people always say and troll him a little bit. You never troll him that he's not super fast, right? So
yeah, of course.
No, but seriously, like how he outnumbered him with less dogs? I don't get it. Better micro?
I think DauT did ship right away, which I think speeds up the production as well as make it cheaper. So that may have been a part of it.
Thank you.
But yeah, again, I can use the timeline here. We can go back and see when Jordan added that first Fetoria, because if he added it as soon as he got to Imperial Age, I think that's kind of where he went wrong, because that's where he suddenly cannot get the numbers that DauT had. So I'm going back here now.
I didn't see when it did, but probably it went early.
Yeah, I'm checking right now, and 40 minutes is still not up. So let me fast forward here.
I'm checking as well in your stream, so I will see. I will find out.
Okay, adds it. Okay, I think this is a big mistake from Jordan.
What time was? I see now.
He adds it at 41:30, where there's still a lot of, like, he isn't maxed out, but he has 132 villagers, and then he adds a Fetoria as well, which means 150 population is villagers in quotes. So I really think that's a misplay on Jordan, and he needed that population for military.
Yeah.
Because if you compare DauT has a lot of villagers as well, but the rest is military population. So that may have been one of the mistakes of Jordan here. But I mean, even before the Fetoria came up, DauT still was taking control of the game. So it's hard to judge.
But at that point, if he's trying to gather inside the dogs, he can't because his pop limit.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
It's a big problem. Oh boy, next game incoming.
So that was we don't laugh at those jokes anymore.
We do, but this map, I mean, this map potentially, why it should be favored out? Because people say always, like we say that aggressive gameplay doesn't benefit DauT, but this map it's just amazing. What happened?
DauT went for, are you in the game?
Oh my god! I see. What he's doing?
DauT is
Incas! It's Incas! Oh my god, such a troll, this DauT.
It's not troll,
Inca Tower Rash?
It's not troll. We played this for training for Red Bull, and it worked almost every time.
Okay.
It's a really good strategy on this map. Because you put so much pressure on the... Like, it's a small, low eco pressure game, and then if you get to Castle Age, when both people have like super messy economies, Eagles are so strong.
That's true.
So it might appear as a troll, but it is not a troll. This is a legit strategy that was used multiple times in the Red Bull tournament as well, with great success. Jordan!
Oh, look! Oh,
15
man!
villagers!
Well, he's gonna take the tower. This can be good for Jordan, actually, because he cannot send villains faster here, DauT. And if you got the Abris, you got the scouts as well. Those scouts are Magyars that are +1 attack, and this is the moment where we go crazy. Let's go, Viper. He's gonna take absolutely everything.
He should, yeah, but the villages of DauT has armor already, and Forging is on the way, 30 seconds away. But yeah, tower should go down immediately, and Jordan has 3 scouts there as well, so if Jordan takes a good micro as well here, he should be able to kill pretty much every single villager of DauT.
Yeah, and he's doing the job now. 33 villages, 3 army. He got more villages, and he has more. And those scouts, microing those scouts, should be good here for Jordan. And maybe we can see Arena. Come on, man. I want to see Arena, DauT. Viper.
In the Arena, sorry, I'm just fixing something quick here. Keep going.
I'm just focused on see if he can win this, but he's taking all the villages right now. Well, both has lost 6 villages each.
No, both have lost 4 villages. Wait, am I not live?
Oh, 4. Yes. I'm confused with the capture age. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Jordan should definitely get the favorable trade. And if you look at the village counter now, it's 31 to 28. Not a village go down for Jordan, but yeah, 2 more bills should go down here for DauT. Oh, Jordan lost 1 more bill. Okay, well, I think in the end, it's not the worst trade for DauT, but still, Jordan definitely dealing with the initial pressure very well, and yeah, he's coming out on top of this for sure.
Yeah, and now what to do? I mean, you are facing Incas that he can come with more villages again. What do? You add archers, you try to go castlage, you put some pressure with Magyars. What do you think it will be the best strategy here to counter this and beat the Incas? Because like you said, if Incas get into the castle is in a good position, deal with that.
Yeah, I think DauT will go defensive towers, although he actually pulled all villagers off of stone now, so he'll only be able to afford 2 or 3 more towers. Yeah, Jordan is still making scouts. I don't agree with that. I think now it makes sense. Look how paranoid Jordan is, by the way. He's scouting on the right side with his scout. He doesn't want to have more villagers come into his base. But yeah, I think adding a range or 2 to apply some pressure with archers while transitioning to castlage and then play knights might be the best way here. But yeah, right now Jordan also has no eco upgrades, while DauT just finished double bid axe. So DauT is looking for castlage, that's for sure.
Yeah, even more when you know how the wood is located here, that is like at the edge of the map. With the scouts, you're not gonna make any damage there, because it's very easy to wall away. With the archers, you force him either to make towers all over, or he will have to run away. So 4 or 5 archers with fletching here will be sick.
Yeah, and also right now scouts, I mean, scouts are a great unit, but keep in mind that these villagers have +1/+1 armor and attack. So even if just a few scouts are not gonna do as much damage as they normally would.
Yeah, you don't kill, man. And look at the resources already. 344 food, he's getting there. He has the upgrade, like you said. Now double B tax for Jordan. And we will see, there's 3 scouts going. But those 3 scouts, like you said, they are exploring, because they are not going to find anything where to make some damage. And you add, well, he's adding eagles. DauT, wouldn't be better a couple of spears? Maybe.
That's just eagles to be ready for castlage.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what those eagles are. Jordan has dropped the range though. He's trying to wall off the map as well by the looks of it. But yeah, one range got it. No, he deleted it.
He deleted it! But it was built.
What? Yeah.
It was finished almost. What the hell?
Okay, but yeah, Jordan's economy is better. He did obviously put way more builds on farms early because he was going scouts. If you compare, DauT only has 8 on food right now. Because the bear is just finished, so DauT has put 16 villages on gold. That will get a market up. He's going to do a market and he's going to buy his way to castlage. But yeah, I still think Jordan looks like he's in a favorable spot. He just needs to go mass knights in castlage, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Incas, I mean, with these eagle shifts, how much food you need? I mean, 20 food each unit is like nothing. For that product, he has so many on gold. He will make the transition. But still, full knights should dominate here, since you get the +2 attack. You just need to make all the average. And what is the gameplay? 1 TC?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you also need food to click to castlage, though, and that's where DauT has the biggest issue right now. He's still only on 350 food, while Jordan is about to click up. And with the market, he can buy 200-300, but even that is not going to be enough. So Jordan should have a really big advantage in terms of getting to castlage here.
Okay, he's on the way to castlage already. That's great. Then the raid should happen. He's exploring absolutely everything, so he can see with those scouts where he's going to locate also the wood in front. I'm just checking if he can see. He didn't, but now he's gonna see it right now. So he knows exactly where Jordan has all his resources, Viper.
Yeah. The whole pressure, even a third stable here, so the pressure is gonna be immense. Right on the front where the wood villages are, where the gold miners are. And yeah, DauT is adding barracks, but yeah, DauT, he will be 20 seconds behind to the castle age. But again, look at DauT's food eco. He wants to get armor upgrade, he wants to get elite Eagle Warrior. So that's 400 food, just that. He cannot afford those upgrades at the moment.
Yeah, and 20 seconds in this kind of maps is like those maps with water very close, right? Like 20 seconds you are already with knights in your face. Like, it's very, very important. Will you add also siege? Because if you go full aggressive and then you add siege, and not even for Mangos, for example, few scorpions as well, combined with the knights, can probably finish him, or you think it's too risky to invest that much?
I think you should go ram, honestly.
Or well, ram,
ram.
Just push
the knights,
completely.
Yeah, kill the barracks, right? If you stop the production, your knights will overwhelm. And yeah, the good thing about as well is that Jordan gets +2 attack for free. And the knights are faster than eagles, so Jordan can potentially do a lot of damage before any upgrades come in for DauT here.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think he will make light vibrate. He has only 3 scouts, so not worthy. Has to be careful. Don't lose the scout. Don't need to lose those scouts. Well, the scout. The important is the knights. He's gonna spam knights.
It's still a good trade because he killed 2 eagles there, and he lost only 1 scout himself. With Bloodlands and all the upgrades, those scouts are way better than eagles. But yeah, 3 stable knights in production coming. Amon is here as well. I find that a little bit odd, but maybe he wants to keep bringing units back home to heal them up. As we see DauT getting Eagle Warrior and Squires. So yeah, we're gonna have big fights there. But yeah, with these types of numbers, knights should dominate.
Ah, but why he's not going? He's starting to be a little bit passive. He needs to attack, in my opinion, and don't let that DauT is coming with the eagles. And also, why you are not wall your wood? I am very, very afraid that those eagles are going to Jordan's wood, Mr. Viper, because if he's going there, he's gonna lose absolutely everything, and the eagles are just going right now in that direction.
Yeah, but Jordan sees this and Jordan reacts in time, so Jordan could actually clean these eagles up really easily. He has enough knights to clean them up, so... He also picked up a villager with a knight on the front side there, so yeah, again, still looking really, really good for Jordan here.
Okay, it's the +2/+2. I love the husbandry upgrade here. Still 20 farmers is very, very nice, but still, he need to make some damage, because at the end, Viper is 4 barracks. How many units you can spam with 4 barracks, eagles, and also if you mix and add some pikes, can be deadly, but still, those knights now are in a total domination mode.
Indeed, the knights are just so much stronger, and this is where the monk addition from Jordan is actually quite nice. He's gonna leave low HP knights behind and heal them up, and then they're gonna join the fight again. Again, Jordan is the one with mobility, and even having 2 scouts alive at the moment is huge because he can snipe those monks with them. And just as I say that he's about to lose his scouts, but no, he does not, and he sees the monks now. He should maybe go back.
Oof, he converted one. He's going to convert the other. Also, Viper, no, he's gonna take the monk, but. Has to be careful with those. The pikes are also going to be there already. Pikeman upgrade already. Some raiding also to the woodland. He needs to raid, in my opinion, a little bit more. Playing against the Eagle Thief, if you let him mass, I mean, if he's looking good right now, but look at the numbers. 8 knights, 10 army. You can make 20 eagles combined with pikes and then stop that.
Yeah, but this was a very sloppy minute for Jordan here. He lost a couple of units, took some conversions, all for free pretty much. So I don't think that was a good minute for Jordan. And it feels like he kind of stopped production as well. He's now doing some scorpions, which makes sense considering pikemen will be added. But I feel like then production from Jordan is lacking here, and there's
well,
there's a worry now.
Yeah, WDAX used now, minute 16. WDAX when DauT got WDAX in minute 1. So all these kind of things are adding and adding. He has a tower there, and like I was telling you now, he's starting to mass more and more, and this army is starting to be scary. And he's still open, he's open, so he can raid. But, well, he got some knights, but I think he lost a good opportunity to probably finish the game. I don't know if you agree.
I agree, Jordan. I think Jordan, early casters, he could have taken a really command of the game. But right now, DauT is kind of in a position he doesn't mind being in. He has pikemen, he has eagles, villager counts aren't too far apart. And he has monks and rams coming as well, so... This is suddenly looking like something that can be really tricky for Jordan to ever... take a fight here. Like Jordan cannot take one bad fight. The second he takes one bad fight, he's losing this game.
Yeah, that's the problem with these civilizations. He converted 1 eagle though. He's gonna try to kill the monks. The good thing with the scout, he's gonna try to take 1. He got it. Now he's gonna take the second. Need to kill. No, I don't know. That fight is not gonna be good. Ay, DauT.
Jordan does some nice baiting moves here though, but the knights were blocking himself. This is probably the fight of the game. So far, a good start for Jordan for sure. The Scorpion's helping a lot. The Monk is healing. The Scouts are picking up the Monk. This is a fantastic fight for Jordan.
And heal advantage. He got the heal also. A small heal lead there because he was the units there down. And look at this. The score is growing and man, He's killed everything. 3 villages only ahead, but now he took a lot, and now those 2 monks, bye-bye. Well, looking good, the Viper.
Indeed. Big thing here is if we compare the upgrades. Jordan has full upgrades, while DauT only has +1/+1. So that certainly helps a lot in these fights as well. And yeah, the Scorpion edition was great considering the pikes. He did a good job with the conversions and the baiting with the light cav. And yeah, now Jordan, he should just keep going. Finish the game right here, right now.
Yeah, don't go back. Don't go back anymore. Push, push, push. Or even now the siege. Oh, but now that battle. No, it still has good upgrades.
It's still good.
Yeah. The +1/+1 is not a note here for DauT, right?
As long as Jordan keeps reinforcing here, he will always be able to outnumber and kill whatever pikeman pops out, because there will come 2 and 3 pikemen at a time, and Jordan has 7, 8 knights here. So there should never be a point here where Jordan loses. Yeah, indeed. Even pulling the low HP knights back there. Very nice game from Jordan. We have to be honest, I got a bit worried there that he was throwing the game, but in the end he proved us wrong, and he was making the right moves in the end. And yeah, that's great. We have more games at our hands, and we're going to get the map you wanted to see, Memb.
Well, it was not because it's arena, just to see one game more, you know? To be honest. But I'm checking, I didn't notice, I don't know if you noticed, that in that battle, there was a hill. He got the hill, and then what I didn't really notice was the +2. I think that was completely crucial, because +2/+2 knights with bloodlines against +1, that was, it might have was +2 as well for the Incas. Probably it will be much different.
Yeah, I would say the good thing Jordan did there as well was he had like those 2 light cav on the right side, and he pulled like 7, 8 units chasing them. So DauT had way less army on the hill initially, so Jordan could take a really good trade there. And then when DauT's army came back to group up, Jordan had already killed half of DauT's army on the hill. So yeah, just really nice maneuvering and usage of even the scouts, which are at this point not that important, but Jordan used them in a really nice way.
Nice. And he got playing with the economy in the start, but it was a nice game. I mean, he took a risk. I mean, how can you know Viper in those games if you are doing the right decision? Because he sent, 20 villages?
Yeah.
And then 20 villages not working.
There is no way to know.
Yeah, like crazy.
Like, even after that fight, I don't know if either of them know how many vills, like what's the village difference. Because they both had, I think it was equal for the most part, but after the end, Jordan had 2 or 3 more vills. So if you ask both of them, maybe they would have a guesstimate of that as well. But yeah, it's really hard to understand and know what is actually happening in those types of games.
Okay.
They're just so wild.
And now we have
He's going for Malay. Well, DauT going for the Britons here. 2 very good civs. I think if you ask 10 arena experts, what's the best civ, Britons or Malay? 5 will say Malay, 5 will say Britons.
And you?
It's just so hard to say. I would say Malay.
Okay.
But I'm not a clown, so...
Well, okay, sorry. Well, other day versus Jordan, you played a very nice clown strategy, so we can. Oh, they're playing the standard. They are not playing that map. Okay, so it's a standard arena, and but Malay might be better for the early game. But if the game go longer, don't you think that Britain's range should have the edge here in this game?
I think it all, like long game in this matchup, all depends on the relics. If Britons get like 4 relics, I think Britons should win late game. But if Malay has like 3 relics, I don't think Britons necessarily have an advantage. But yeah, Malay should be better early game. I do look at the relic position here though. 3 relics very close to DauT, like pretty much just outside his gate. So that's very unfortunate for Jordan. Even the 4th relic is closer to DauT. Yeah, relic spawn is honestly really ugly for Jordan. I feel a bit bad about the spawn for him here.
Man, you are becoming a professional caster, man. You check absolutely everything, man. I remember some time ago I was talking, and now you check everything. You don't give me any room to check anything in any map. What is this, Viper?
When you stop winning tournaments, you have to switch profession.
Okay,
I'm on the way.
Yeah. Well, the problem for me is that I can't move to win tournaments, you know. So what is this now, man? You are killing me, man. You are killing me, man. What is this?
Sorry, man.
Oh boy, sorry. Okay. I forgive you. No, but I want to ask you about Malay. Do you like the feudal boom or directly for a castle? I mean, the feudal boom, for people that don't know, seems you can go up 66% faster, going super quick up and then make all the upgrades, and then the transition to castle is still very fast. Or better to go directly castle age?
I think it depends a little bit on what you're doing. I think both options are viable. I think the fast castle will still put you slightly ahead, especially when it comes to like if you're going for a straight boom. And also if you like want to get relics, a fast castle should be better because you get everything out faster. But fast castle also is harder to manage and your economy won't be as solid. So if you're going for the super fast castle, you're very like if you want to go to monastery, you probably cannot afford town centers and so forth. Like the fast feudal into economy upgrades will mean that you get the castle edge and you get probably a stable up, monastery, and a town center, while the fast castle is way more fragile and like you're stretching yourself really thin. But both are definitely good options.
Yeah, because the transition with Malay, when I play also ORC, it's kind of awkward. Yeah, it's too fast, so you don't get the resources that you usually get when you go, and you are in castle, and then you feel, oh, I cannot make the 2 TCs or the buildings that we need. So here, the option is going for a stable for both, or you think that we will see RT range maybe for Britons with that extra range and so on?
I think stable is also popular with Britons simply because you have cheaper town centers. So even going for the stable is... since no one does bloodlines or any of these upgrades, Britons in theory have the same stable as every other civ. So it's a really good option for Britons as well, just to compete for those relics.
Okay, I have seen many times that the arena players even going that heavy on relics that they even do the husbandry or light cap, but even husbandry upgrade. Is that worthy? Is that important to grab all the relics?
I mean, relics are really important. Like 2 to 3 doesn't really make that much of a difference, but if you get 4 to 1 or even 5 to 0, that's a huge lead. So it is important, but usually I don't think I ever have done a husbandry to fight for relics, but light kill upgrade can definitely be worth it sometimes. Husbandry feels like probably over commitment, but yeah. See a barracks from Jordan here and a barracks from DauT as well, so I think both players are going for that stable.
So in this situation that Jordan, I am on Jordan point of view for war, he see that not all the rallies, but most of the rallies are very close to DauT. He need to be heavy on get those relics because it can be tricky since they are very far. Maybe you invest a lot and then you get nothing.
Yeah, but that's the risk you take, right? If you don't invest anything and leave all 5 relics for him, then you're kind of screwed anyway, right?
Look at DauT. RT range.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Nice.
Maybe he thinks that, like, since obviously it's Britons, so it makes sense to go archers, and you have the transition to crossbow, arbalest, and imperial age anyway. But yeah, this increases the chances, I think, for Jordan to get more relics. But then again, Jordan also doesn't get anything except the +1 armor, so if he wants to invest into more solid knights or elephants, he doesn't get armor, he doesn't get bloodlines. So it can still be very awkward for him, but yeah, both pairs going up now. Jordan will be 40 seconds faster with 3 villagers more, and that's the power of the melee.
This melee, man. This melee is just crazy. Well, we see how the distribution obviously is a little bit different because of those 3 villas. He has 3 on goal, 5 on goal for DauT, which makes sense if he's doing arches. He will need some gold, and also we will make a monastery right away. 6 villas on goal even.
Yeah, indeed, DauT is committed. He definitely wants to fight for those relics, and DauT also knows that the 3 relics are right outside his walls, so he's going to be very happy with that. And like even the other, like the relic that is closer to Jordan is still sort of in between them. And again, the 4th, 5th relic is just so much better for DauT here.
Okay, mentally for the players, Viper, for example, Jordan might think now, okay, now I have nothing to lose, now or never, and maybe DauT feel like, oh, I need one more. It does affect like some anxiety, like, oh, I'm about to win, you know, I'm about to win. You feel a little bit more pressured, and maybe doesn't let you play that smooth, or doesn't affect at all. They have a lot of experience.
I think in Jordan's case, it's more like, okay, well, I have to pick the best civs every time now. While DauT can be like, do some mind games and be like, okay, this civ might be the best on this map, but I could save it for that map as well. So he could make like a change there. But otherwise, I think Jordan will just have to pick the best civs no matter what. And DauT is the one who can potentially try and throw in a mind game.
Okay. We can see now he's doing knights. Jordan is doing knights because when you see that there is some spears and archers, his scout is not an oath. So 1 or 2 knights might be the way to go here.
Indeed. The issue with going for the archer approach is that it's so much more expensive on upgrades. You see Jordan is doing the armor upgrades, so he will have enough there. But
interesting.
DauT, he has fletching, but if he wants to do crossbow, if he wants to do Balkan arrow, he can't afford that because he's investing into bowsaw, and he did the monastery, and it's like, this is just archers with fletching. This is feudal age archers.
Yeah. And
Jordan can kill this right now.
Yeah, and it's kind of awkward because if you go arches, like you say, well, you go bow. So you need to invest a little bit more in those arches because now with those knights, you can kill absolutely everything. He's microing those scouts, doing well. The knights are taking almost no damage because he's +1 armor as well. And he's taking absolutely everything.
Yeah, this is a really good start for Jordan here. He gets a monk in as well. I mean, these archers can't even snipe the monk because the monk is... they only have 6 range because there's a few lich archers with obviously 1 extra range because of Britons, but... Yeah, great start here. Picking up the scout as well, Jordan. This is a fantastic start for Jordan.
Yeah, but now he needs to be careful. No, don't get converted knight. Oh my god! The earliest I said and he got converted the knight. That's changed everything now, right?
Yeah, that is so unlucky as well.
Oh god.
Maybe we could argue that Jordan dove a little bit deep when considering that there should be monks out on the field. That is quite unfortunate, but still, I think Jordan should be happy with the pause. I should be happy with the opening to a certain extent. 3 TC coming up for Jordan here as well, so his economy is looking good. DauT just now adding the 2nd TC, while Jordan is already adding his 3rd, so Jordan is pulling ahead economically as well.
Okay, trying to snipe the relic. Well, if you get ahead with the economy with Malite, then it's huge actually, and he's gonna take the monk.
Because it's few lich archers. They don't do anything. And if if Jordan gets back now to a monk, he will save that knight.
Yeah, he's 2 HP. It's really worth it. You need to go back, and the monk is coming, so he's gonna. But don't go in diagonal, or you will lose it. Now he's gonna convert.
He has to run. Yeah.
Try to convert.
Okay. Okay, DauT not Jordan not as lucky with the insta convert, but yeah, I mean it's still few lich archers. Jordan just needs 2 knights, and he can clean all of this with just. It's just few lich archers. Why is he not upgrading them? I don't get it.
I like it. Viper, guys, is getting annoyed. He's like, DauT, what are you doing, amigo? And he got the resources because now he has the resources. He keep booming. Not doing the archers.
Look how greedy DauT is there. He's not like, I'm not going to take the close relics that are safe. He's going for the 1 relic that is probably better for Jordan here. And
oh my god!
Insta convert again. What is this cheater?
On. It's rigged, man. This is rigged. No, don't go now. He's gonna lose it now. The knight. No, now the crossbow upgrade is there. Ay.
Oh, that is really unfortunate for Jordan. Is having really bad luck with the conversions here, to be fair. And yeah, the upgrades and DauT came in time. He might get 1 conversion back. Oh, okay, he does. So at least he has some luck in return. But yeah, now it's looking. Hate to say it, a relic fight is looking really bad for Jordan, but he still has a massive equal lead in the 9 villagers at the moment.
Oh my god, but that C2R shop, if DauT can see, he can't even deny that. Well, DauT can see, but he's not going. Now he's coming. If he's not doing that C2R shop, it's gonna be really, really bad. The knight is also inside, doing some damage, so he's not doing... Oh, man. No loom either. 94%. That is a DauT C2R shop.
This feels bad, man. Well, he still has 3 knights with armor upgrade. He could jump on this because he's only fletching still. It's not, at least it's not bulk now, so the seed workshop should go up. But yeah, that's a bit of an awkward spot. I think Jordan still has a big chance to win this game simply because it's melee and you have the better economy.
Yeah.
But Jordan is now sort of on a timer where he cannot win the game. Oh wait, he's doing a really good fight there. Okay, okay, I can get behind this. But yeah, Jordan cannot let this game go to like post Imperial Age. He has to win this game in, say, early Imperial Age here.
Yeah, well, he's still 4 villages ahead only. It's not like a huge difference, and now DauT has 3 TCs. Wait, if he convert that knight again, I stop the cocasting. This is not possible. Like
even
he got
DauT
instantly,
isn't
man.
that lucky.
Yeah. But
second range coming from DauT now, so he wants to get more numbers out there just to have the map control. And yeah, again, he's going for the most forward relic, and it looks like DauT will get 5 relics in this game. So Jordan, again, has to win this game in early imp, and villager count is getting a little bit similar now. But Jordan even economy upgrades. Bosa is late here. I have to say I'm a little bit fearful for Jordan here, but still there is potential for the super fast imp and try to make something happen. But it's certainly looking very good for DauT.
Yeah, it's looking good. We see the numbers still more or less the same. Now with 2 archery ranges, the Scorpion is being there, but there's good amount of crossbows now, so shouldn't be a problem. He was trying to get into his base. Now he's getting the first relic. After all this fight, they still didn't grab any relic. This is the first relic they are getting.
Yeah, after 23.5 minutes. That's
oh my god.
That's because DauT was greedy, right? DauT could have grabbed the safe relics at home first, but he went for the he went for the far relic, by the way. But now quite a fight there. Monk conversions on 2 of those crossbows. There's Scorpion. He's trying to get the knights, but there are light cav as well from Jordan here. Let's see about the conversions here and how. Oh, Jordan, don't go in. Okay, Scorpion could have killed the monks here as well.
Oh, kill the monk. He's not killing.
He's
not
killing.
killing.
He's gonna get the conversions. No.
Oh my god! He's taking some good battle here, Jordan. Not really. Well, the monks. At the end, he got the monks. Well, that's fine. And another shot.
Yeah, in that it was an okay trade, but yeah, it's like Jordan is trying to grab like 1 or 2 relics here desperately. But at this point, I think Jordan should maybe even stop investing and just go for the well, for the fair, there's not that many crossbows.
But
2
no
monks,
ballistic.
a few knights.
Whoa.
Yeah. But yeah, DauT adding 3, the 3rd archery range now. I think the numbers are just going to get out of control. So I think that's a good move by DauT, and I think Jordan will just have to give up on this and try to focus on winning the game in early Imperial Age.
Yeah, because even the Scorpius is not going to be annulled. You can see how the Scorpius are going to go down now. He's going to start to lose all the knights and the monks very quick. Doing the loom, wheelbarrow. Is he mining a stone? No. But now he's 7 villages on a stone. I think he's preparing. Jordan is preparing already to try to go for the late game. He's doing fletching. Why he's doing fletching now, Jordan? Is he adding any archery range?
I think he'll add ranges and start doing skirms on the way to Imperial Age.
Okay.
Whether that is the right choice, though, I'm not sure. Maybe skirm, bombard cannon as an opening, and then arbalest is an option here. But yeah, either way, it's looking tough for Jordan here. We might be looking at the last game of this best of 21.
Well, Jordan Viper has almost 41 farmers. Like, it's not that his boom is bad. He has a lot of farms, and no wheelbarrow though. But he got heavy plow. Pozo is gonna convert another knight. No, he didn't convert. Well, the first time that he got some luck.
Yeah, indeed.
And he took 1 relic. Viper, 1 relic
that
for
is
Jordan.
Quite massive, actually. That should never happen, considering how the situation is like. Because and Jordan is still making things happen. 2 Scorpions, 2 Knights. And he's causing some trouble for DauT there. But yeah, DauT just has so many numbers now. He already has 20 crossbow on the field.
That's a lot. That's really a lot. Resources though, he can sell the food and go up to Imperial, and he should do it right away. I mean, because the timing is what he really needs. Be so quick up and try to dominate from there.
And he's doing a market and a university now, but it's a little bit late here. He might think the university is a second building, but he already has a siege and a monastery. But he's going to need that anyway, and yeah, he needs to... Huh? He's doing a double market! Jordan! You already have a market! Okay, double market, new meta, let's go.
Oh my god, he's going to trade with himself, maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna,
he's so focused,
wait.
man.
Look, he's going to wait for the second market, and then he's going to trade and buy gold. He's waiting for that market, and now like, okay, now I have a market.
2,000 food.
2,000
food. Come on,
Jordan.
man. Jordan, amigo. 2,000 food. And now in front. Oh my goodness. The TC quite late. He's on the way to Imperial without wheelbarrow. And 4 relics for who? For Mr. DauT.
Yeah.
4 relics.
The transition here wasn't that smooth, and DauT clicking up at the same time. It's going to be a little bit later because he is Britons, but yeah, considering the circumstances here, I would say Britons should be heavily favored. You might even make an argument that DauT Jordan should have maybe gone skirms earlier to have some map control upon hitting Imperial Age, because right now he's going to hit Imperial Age and he's going to have to like defend, and that's not what you want.
Yeah. Look at the castle he's doing, DauT. Look at the castle on his face. Pretty much on his face. But the most important is not that it's that forward. It's the timing that you want to be super ahead with Malai, and he's gonna be a little bit up faster, but he don't even have a castle, so he's not gonna do any damage. And how many archery ranges got Jordan? 1. Doing the second.
Almost 2,
good, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The thing for DauT here as well, because he went to crossbow in the early castle age, he has 30 crossbow already as he's hitting Imperial Age. So he's like already got an Imperial Age army as he gets to Imp. While Jordan is now playing catch up and he has to start producing, which I think will be skirmishers. He's not spending the resources right now or building anything, but I think it will be skirms. You know, he's not building anything at the moment. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah, because even here against Britons, that's what I was telling you, like, even having bombard cannons, it does not make a huge impact against Britons because you got the range with the archers.
Yeah, indeed. The bomber cannons is not really the go-to here. But
Yeah.
the reason why melee can be so good is if you have that early initiative, if you have the map control, if you can push early in Imperial Age. But right now, everything is going against the power of melee. And when you end up in this position where you're just defending and trying to catch up as the melee player, that's usually a very bad sign.
Yeah, you can see, guys, how he's doing the castle at home, but that castle, imagine if now DauT is even... Well, he doesn't have the resources, but imagine those traps with the werewolf. You love that hybrid, right?
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. I'm afraid they nerf at some point. Hopefully they don't do it, because I love it. I really love it. That 100% accuracy is great, man.
Yeah, but it's quite an expensive upgrade, so if you do it, I think it's like 850 wood and 450 gold. 400 gold maybe, which is quite expensive.
I think they nerf, right? Like it was cheaper at some point, and then they changed, so and they balance. So yeah, it will be there. But you can see Trebuchet already taking the TC, and military numbers, 41 for DauT, 12 for Jordan. So a disaster right now for Jordan.
You know, on the top side, DauT sending 6 Arbalists, and with the range there, they can raid the woodline from Jordan there. And you know what? Jordan might have an issue with wood. He might have to start taking wood in the right corner for some reason, which is something you don't see too much in Arena. But again, I feel a little bit bad because obviously it's looking really good for DauT right now, and I feel a bit bad for Jordan because the spawn was so unlucky. Like Jordan, if there were relics closer to him, he would have had way better trades, all things considered. He has to go so far out to fight for those relics, and yeah, it just became an uphill battle, and there's already 3 trebuchets out. Jordan's trying to do bomber cannon, but there's 10 arbalists.
Werewolf!
Oh, yeah.
When the bomber cannons are going to be there, because he's doing some bomber cannon. In mind, what those trebuchets are going to do. In 7 seconds, guys, he's gonna have that upgrade. The bomber cannon is gonna try to snipe one of those, but look at those trebuchets. Okay, let's see if DauT gonna not. It doesn't matter.
He's shooting the bomber cannon, not the castle anymore. So he's going for a bomber cannon even with the traps. But yeah, he should focus on the skirms now. The skirms are stacking up, so DauT might get some sick hits on the skirms here, if he's targeting that. But yeah, at the moment, still targeting the bomber cannon. I'm surprised about that. He should just focus on the skirms. I think he just switched to the skirm. Oh, he got the bomber cannon.
Well, it's very easy with those traps. It's just crazy. But yeah, those skirmishes are fully upgraded, so obviously they do well. They trade well against that, so... Well, let's see if he can hold. But a second cast in his face. Look at this. How to deal with that.
DauT is just... He's doubling down on the position because, I mean, both of Jordan's goals are there. So it makes a lot of sense for him to control that. Even a cast on the top side to control those resources. And Jordan is going to have a really hard time just expanding outside of his base here. And with those werewolf traps, if those skirms stack up, they will not last very long. As DauT is even going on the jers. Yeah, insta kill on that trap.
Exactly, the trebuchet bye-bye, the bomber cannon. The bomber cannon don't even need the trap. Like we said before, the Arbalists are taking over here. He doesn't have geo, man. Imagine with 11 range. He's trying and getting. He has nothing to do right now. And with those honors, DauT is gonna get so much, Mr. Viper, with a result that I don't know if you expected. Super clear, because 11-5, oh boy, 6 games advantage.
I think everyone entering this, Jordan as well included. Yeah, there we have it. GG, DauT is the champion of the best of 21. Again, I think everyone entering expected DauT to come out ahead, but then again, Jordan with that performance during Hidden Cup was quite impressive, right? So you never know, but yeah, I think the first day definitely Jordan showed what he's capable of doing. Second day was obviously very rough for him. And the third day, still some good games here. Again, the last game, a little bit unfortunate for Jordan with the spawn of the relics and everything, but in the end, you're going to hand it to DauT. DauT came in, he took this serious, he played pretty much every game. He went for an optimal strategy and just, like, he didn't hold back, right? So DauT showing what he can do when he's playing with full seriousness. Because trust me, if DauT lost this to Jordan, he might have left Age of Empires.
Okay. That's a little bit disrespect to Jordan, no? Jordan is a okay player, no, Viper?
He's an okay player, yeah.
Okay player, okay.
I mean, Hidden Cup finalist, I think you have to be an okay player to get to the final of Hidden Cup.
No, and he got... Now, seriously, I didn't talk to you about that, but winning 4-1 against Mr. Yo, I didn't see that coming.
I don't think anyone saw it coming, but I mean, when I trained with Jordan, I told him, like before main event started, I told him if he has a lucky bracket, he could easily get to top 4. And like I said, I was wrong. He went to the final. So,
well,
so, yeah.
this game is crazy. Never know what's gonna happen. Well, today it has been a short day because it's 2-1, of course, and one game was nice for Jordan, but PT yesterday was the disaster, let's say, because 6-1 on yesterday. How to come back for that is he should do the same score pretty much today.
Well, he kind of has to, right? If he's gonna have a chance of winning, right? So, yeah. DauT, pretty much, I think you can say that he finished the Showmatch yesterday with the commanding display, right? I would say we can get DauT and Jordan in here and have a little bit of a talk with them. I'm sure you have some questions as well. Obviously, we got a short day here, man. I'm sure we can find something else to cast in the future because this... I was expecting it to be longer after the first day, but...
I think this was rigged on purpose, Viper. I will put you in the blacklist, man. What is this?
I wish. If I had that power to rig like this, dude, I would... a lottery more. So,
I know. Okay, let's start with DauT and Jordan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and call in that group where we were before.
Okay.
So I will see you there.
Okay. Well, guys, this has been the Showmatch. We're gonna chat now with Viper, DauT and Jordan. PT, man, has been short today.
What about the prize pool or anything? If I lose, you guys would never let it go.
Congratulations, DauT.
Never, ever.
Let's see if Jordan wants to come as well. I'm not sure. That last map was a little bit rigged, I think. Okay, there's Jordan.
Not a little bit.
Yeah, the relic position was probably not the most fair arena spawn I have seen. But either way, yeah, best of 21 is over. 11-6 is the final score. We can go back to the first game of today, which was the home of Jordan, Mediterranean. We had the same matchup as we had on the Islands game. Was this an expected matchup for you, DauT?
Yeah. I mean, he loves Portuguese. He didn't want to play mirror. I was expecting him on Islands, but obviously he will then use them on Medit. Admiral needs to go, man. Losing 2 water maps against me.
Wasn't that part of the...
I have to get rid of that one.
Admiral, sink, man. Titanic, Admiral. Titanic.
Oh my god.
Okay, Jordan, you went for Portuguese on that map. Did you have Fetora in mind? Were you ready to play a 4-hour game?
No, the thing is, I thought with the extra HP, I should be able to take the control of the middle, which I was able to do. But I think it was definitely the wrong pick in the hindsight because the fast fires and galleys, they're extremely strong. I didn't feel like I was playing a good job there.
Yeah, I felt even in the opening, like it was 3 docks versus 2 docks the whole early game.
Yeah,
you had DauT got some juicy demo shots a couple of times there, so it felt like the first game of the day. But you were still able to win, and you brought it to a late game. You added a Fetoria fairly early on in Imperial Age.
Yeah.
Do you think the timing there was a bit off because it digs into your population count?
Yeah, for sure. That was way too early.
Yeah, because
it was definitely a mistake.
Yeah, DauT was able to overwhelm you with the water there, and
yeah, I couldn't get the military numbers there.
Okay, so you think that on these short distance water maps that Italians still are better than Portuguese?
I think so, yes. Just because of the fast fire and galleon combination. It was really, really tough for me. But maybe because I didn't have the military numbers, I'm really not sure on that one.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to say. Did you ever consider adding caravels?
No. No, I don't think that would be a good choice at all.
And DauT, you lost water early game, you just started booming, and was the plan always to just go full water in Imperial Age? Did you ever consider doing more aggression on land, or was it all about the water?
Well, obviously, having 2 dogs, like Italian biggest strategy that transitioned to the Castle Age. I was surprised that Castle Age same time as me with more dogs, but he probably didn't have the same farm numbers, so I was happy that I would boom him. Like when you win the water in the Fire Galleys War, you win nothing. Like you cannot control land, you cannot do anything. So I gave him that and trade economy for that.
I think you misread that a little bit because Jordan's village count was always on par with yours. There was never a difference in eco, really.
That's how I felt, at least. That was the plan. And also, like, I prepared for landing. I had a lot of farms, but Jordan played a bit too passive, I must say. Like he never even tried to contest the site. His plan was to stonewall everything and go for victorious, I guess. So he gave me extra wood after gold. It's not like Island. Here you need to play 5-hour game to pay off for the victorious.
Yeah, makes sense. Memp, we had Haboob next. You got excited there, right?
Yeah, I like it that, but I wanted to ask you in that game. I know that he pointed out a little bit being passive in the Mediterranean. Didn't you consider that maybe because DauT has a little bit more problems, Jordan, when you put him under the pressure, like sending some light on his area on the left, because you got a lot of food at some point. Try to make him struggle a little bit more.
I don't agree. DauT is one of the best in defending under pressure. And the thing is, if I invest into the scouts, then I will be later into Castle Age and he will overrun me.
No. I don't mean in Castle. I don't mean in Castle Age. I mean in the transition to him, he was open all the time, and you were pretty much the same, and you were sit down there like with 3,000 food or something. So try to mess up with his economy later game, like in the early transition to him, not in early game. At that point, because then you have to multitask in that, and with the galleys at the same time, you were at some point really, really close. So if you raid him because he was fully open and you were wall, maybe you can create some chaos in his economy and will be better for you in the middle.
The problem is I was always struggling with wood. That was my issue, and I prioritized building ships instead of that. But I see your point. I thought you were talking about the Haboob game. My bad.
No. In the Mediterranean. In the Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. Yeah, it was more of what do I prioritize? Should I build navy or should I build stables? I decided to go for navy.
No, in the Haboob, and we can move there. I mean, when you see him coming, you were clear like, okay, I need to send all the villages here, or I will have towers all over the map all the time, because you sent it 15, 20 villages. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, I've never played against Incas on that map, and I was surprised. I was like, okay, I cannot deal with that shit. I have to get rid of that.
Yeah, well,
speaking of Incas, we, like, a lot of people that saw it was like probably people called DauT trolling, but it is actually not a troll, because DauT, we have some experience here with the Red Bull champion in training games and even in the Red Bull itself. And Incas was pretty good there, right?
Yeah, I managed to get you out with Inca, and he was Myers, but Jordan reacted better than you. That reaction I never saw before. Like, freaking Jordan, man, it was so good. Like, he sent everything, and the micro keys +3 scouts. I mean, now it's +1 to perfection. That's like the damage dealers. When you have Inca armor on the villagers, Real War, you deal 1 damage like nothing. So he needed to keep those scouts alive, and he did such a good job there. And walling off at the same time, blocking my speed. He played so good in the game. I was impressed.
Thanks, DauT.
So if there's a new Red Bull coming, maybe Admiral is sorry, not Admiral anymore. Maybe Jordan is a potential contender there after taking 2 out of 3 Empire War games against the Lord here. So that's cool.
Well,
Magarus,
I guess I will finish second in Kingdom Cup then. I can live with that.
Okay, fair enough. Was Magarus always your plan for this map, Jordan, from the start?
Yeah. Okay. It was when I prepared on Thursday, I set them right away.
Okay. And that was Inca something you kind of thought about later, or was it always also your plan?
Well, that was planned for the Red Bull, and here I was either Malians or Incas, and I was like, okay, it's match point. Inca creates so much pressure and messy game. Makes sense to go Incas.
All right. Jordan obviously winning that game, giving us at least one more game, and then went into Arena, home of the clowns. Maybe we should have gone for that clown map. I think that's more balanced. This one was not that fair.
I liked it.
How did you feel upon seeing the relics, DauT?
I was like, okay, this is not fair. Slightly, like, it's not even relics. Like, then I saw his gold. It was even worse. Yeah, it was restart. It was quite
the conversions, DauT, and the instant conversion is the knights. I mean, that was a cheating map, man.
I played a lot with Larry. I learned how to instant convert. I use that now.
Oh my god.
Okay, mentioning the Civ though, you went for Britons, and we have seen even Britons now these days being played with a scout opening. You opted for Archer opening, which is probably Britons are still one of the civs that can do it, but meta is still scouts. What was the reason you went for Archers in this case?
Well, for me, meta will always be Archers with Britons. Like 3 TC boom with crossbow spam from one range is only possible with the Britons. and also extra range helps. Like I think it's the best opening for Britons.
Oh boy, Master of Arena 6 is coming, guys. Now you know.
And to be honest, my plan, like the reason the first day I pick Arena as my core map is to use Britons there, expecting Jordan to use Teutons, and like Britons counter Teutons counter everything else. So that was kind of my plan.
You think Teutons is the go-to on Arena?
I think only Britons is their weakness.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Jordan, opting for Malay.
Yes.
Have you watched my top 5 Arena Sibs video? Or
no, but I remember you mentioned Malay should be the best on Arena.
You need to stop just taking my word for it, man.
No, but obviously they're super strong. They're super strong, right? So I felt comfortable with them. But Relic's goal position, that's one thing. But the one thing which triggered me so much was the early night conversion.
Yeah.
And that literally that snowballs everything.
Yeah.
And I even screamed. I even screamed very loud. My girlfriend came into my room like, "Is everything okay?" Usually I'm not so emotional, but at that point I was like,
that's why you pause the game.
Oh, did you pause because of that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I was like, are you serious? No, at that I was so triggered. I was so triggered.
And not only one time, like a couple of times.
Yeah.
Jordan. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, at that point, it looked like you were taking, because DauT still, in theory, just had Feudal Age Archers, as you had those Knights out.
Yeah.
And you were taking really good fights there, and it felt like if that conversion didn't happen, you probably would have had an edge.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. So that, like, it just shows how much that single DauT hacks changed the game. But even
once in my lifetime I get instant conversion. Let me go with that.
Well, it was like 2-3 times, but yeah. It would have possibly been an uphill battle either way, considering the relic positions and everything. But yeah, I mean, unless you have anything more questions there on that map, Memp?
No, I mean, what else? I mean, when he got those conversions, sadly, Jordan couldn't do anything else at that point.
Yeah. So we had the match is over then. We got 17 games, which I still think is a fair amount. Overall, to summarize, Jordan, are you satisfied with the series as a whole? Are you satisfied with your play? Obviously, day 2 probably comes to mind as where you're not happy, but overall, what are your thoughts?
Performance-wise, I think it was very good. The second day, yesterday, was not to my standard, I would say, but other than that, very, very good, I would say. And yeah, I'm impressed by DauT's performance. Really, really awesome. I hope he continues playing like that. And I'm eager to improve and to take it the next time.
Oh, next time. Oh, already hyping up the next one, huh? Yeah, I mean, if DauT keeps this up, maybe he can join Game Legion A for the next tournament. We'll see. DauT, how are your feelings and thoughts after this best of 21?
Jordan is playing well. I wasn't sure if like beating Yo was like one-time thing, but yeah, he is playing well. I think his still weakness is if he doesn't have a clear mindset what to do in the game. But like picking Tatter Slayer, like he was clueless what to do. Like he picked them and like, okay, they have good cavalry archers, let's mass them from home and hopefully I win somehow. Like he doesn't play the strength of the Civ accordingly, but if he got the plan, which we create for him for the tournament, he executes on very high level. And he's becoming such a micro nerd as well.
Oof. So you're saying that Jordan, at the moment, macro, micro, all those things are on point. It's just the decision making and understanding of adaptation, really, to civs and matchups.
Yeah, exactly that. Like even in the old days, like 10 years ago, his execution was he beat him best of 21 because the meta was known and he is so solid at meta.
Why you have to bring that up?
Oh, I have to give some credit to Jordy.
Okay, and how you feel about your own performance this best of 21?
Every day I think I played solid. First day a bit tilty, but I played solid first day too. I'm happy how I played. Yes, I'm in shape.
Okay.
Not physically, but in the game.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. We have what's coming up. This is the World Desert Tournament. I don't think there's anything only one that is announced yet. So, fortunately, we cannot hype up anything upcoming. But Memp, any closing words?
No, I mean, I think DauT, they made a really good resume. I mean, we were talking before, Viper, that I think Jordan at some point was looking like in some map wasn't sure what to do. But other than that, his gameplay, I think he's very smooth. He's all in it in some of those games. I remember I wanted to talk, but probably you told there. But in that bypass game, it wasn't better just to go all in. At some point, he was like, I'm going all in, like in some of the games. And the one with the Indians, I think those two games he should have won, for example, Jordan, in my opinion. Don't know what you think, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, the bypass game, that was I was doing something where I'm not too experienced in, and that was stupid to do. And the Indians game was a close one. I guess I should have won that one as well, but as DauT already mentioned, I sometimes really struggle to make the right decisions. I think it has improved over the last months, but still sometimes it's off, especially in very specific maps. But yeah, that's how it is. I'm back for 8 months, so I'm learning, training a lot, so I will get there.
Nah, you are playing better and better every day, so don't worry, man. It's been
Thanks.
great. And congratulations, Mr. DauT.
Thank you.
I have one thing that's being brought up in chat here, and that is Jordan, second market approach on Arena.
Well, if you have 2 markets, you can sell food double as fast, right?
Okay, gotcha. New meta.
Guys, honestly, after that conversion, do you really think my brain worked?
Now you know how I feel in Rocky Forest.
I was so triggered. Like I've never been so triggered in a long time.
I just want to hear your thoughts quickly, because I brought this up. It's been brought up not only by me, multiple times already to the devs regarding minimum conversion time for everything. Do you guys think that should be more consistent, Jordan?
100%. I think I brought that one up 5 years ago.
Okay.
I think, especially in Arena, sometimes, as you can see, you have only 5-6 units, and then the random factor has such a huge impact. If you have 40 units, no one cares. But if you have 5-6 units and one has the maximum conversion time and the other one the lowest, then all of a sudden you have 4 against 6. And that's such a huge thing. I hate it, and I definitely would like to have something standardized there.
DauT, agree?
Yes, I agree. I would also, not sure if it's possible, but like, you know, the monk energy, you should maybe see it going down, and when it reaches 0, it gets conversion. So you actually know when conversion will happen. You can play around with it.
Wouldn't that make it too easy though to delete units at the right time?
Well, you need to. It wouldn't make it easier for me. Wouldn't be able to do that
for other people.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Actually, even the lag factor, it's part of the game. Like, look at the hidden cup maps; they're becoming such a mirror like StarCraft. Yeah, but I'm splitting between those two decisions. Like, random factor is Age of Empires.
Yeah, but it would still be RNG. Just minimize the minimum conversion time. You know, so at least you're guaranteed minimum this and maximum that.
Yeah, obviously.
But if a monk doesn't have the RNG, doesn't make the game not being RNG. If a knight hits, it hits 100%.
Yeah, I'm just talking like overall. Like the maps are now completely mirrored. Like everything is going like exactly.
Oh, you felt like this map was mirror?
Mm-hmm. We had about the same. We had the same number of goals. I'm talking about the new maps. Arena is classic.
Fair enough. I think we'll just leave it there. We can probably have quite a big discussion on RNG and monks and whatnot. But I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for being a part of this Showmatch. It was a fun one. I think it was fairly competitive throughout. Most of the games were actually solid games, even though like there was very few that were like super overwhelming initially. There were close games for the initial part. So good job to both of you, plebs. We will talk probably soon. So thanks a lot for being here, and who knows,
thanks a lot.
Half a year from now or a couple of months from now, we'll do something again.
Yes. Thanks a lot for hosting. Yeah. And congratulations, DauT.
Well, thank you, Jordan. Congrats on the second spot too. Forever second. Same like Hidden Cup.
Top 2.
Same position. Oh my god.
Guys, you want to play some team games?
Yes, I'm done.
What else?
Okay.
Let's go.
I have material now to banter all day.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I'm not sure if I'm available.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, Mem, thanks a lot for co-casting with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do something in the future for sure.
Was a pleasure, man. Thank you for bringing me. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
See you, man. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mem.
Oh man, well, this has been the Showmatch 11-6. Has been short but strong. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Thumb up on YouTube.